People are always up for a scare, unless you're someone like me. Even then, it's still intriguing to at least watch other players play scary games and to see which new scary games are upon the horizon. In this video, we're going to go over the top 5 scary games to get for the PlayStation VR 2, and I won't lie, the last game on this list has the potential to be the most scariest game in virtual reality history. If you don't want to miss out on further content, grab your VR headset and your motion controllers and smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the content. Coming in at number 1 is Hello Neighbor. Now these lists are in no particular order, but obviously Hello Neighbor is a very scary game as well. Now it's obviously one of the top PlayStation VR 2 games to come to the headset, but that doesn't take away the fact that it's very scary as well. And if you are somebody that's up for a scare and somebody that really likes these types of puzzle typed games, well, this is going to be the game for you, and that's why it's landing on the top 5 scariest games list for the PlayStation VR 2. Coming in at number 2 and making another return is Switchback VR. Now this is quickly probably going to be one of the most anticipated PlayStation VR 2 games. It's a complete roller coaster thrill ride that were created by the developers of Until Dawn Rush of Blood. Now if you enjoyed that game on the PlayStation VR 1, well, you're going to enjoy this game as well, and I know there are so many and there's such a huge dedicated fan base to scary games like this. And as said in the last video, this is going to be taking advantage of the complete PlayStation VR 2 hardware and the next generation of VR gaming. Coming in at number 3 is Resident Evil Village. This is set a few years after the horrifying events in Resident Evil 7, and Ethan and his wife Mia, living peacefully in their new location, free roam their past nightmares. Just as they're starting their new life together, well, obviously tragedy befalls them once again. So this game is probably set to be one of the most scariest games coming to the PlayStation VR 2. Coming in at number 4, and probably one of the most anticipated VR games, is Saints and Sinners Chapter 2. Your tour through the undeaded New Orleans streets continues in this new chapter of tourist stories in The Walking Dead. Hunted by seamlessly unstoppable X-Men and facing off against the tower's last push for total dominance. Now this is a phenomenal experience over on the Quest 2 if you haven't played the Saints and Sinners Chapter 1. Now the game I was going to put on number 5 was The Light Brigade. But after watching a lot of the gameplay, it just doesn't seem like I want to push that game to be something that you absolutely need to get as far as games going. It's definitely an indie title and it looks like one as well. The gameplay is decent, but hey, if you want to check it out, you can, but it's not something that I entirely recommend because it's definitely not something that's going to beat out this last title that I'm about to talk about right now. And the last game on this list is obviously, as you can see, Stranger Things. Now, Stranger Things coming to VR would mean a lot of things. I think there's there's 100% a huge fan base when it comes to Stranger Things and everything that it entails. Now, as far as it coming to the PlayStation VR 2, it's definitely a huge possibility, but again, there is no set release date for this coming to the VR. Scary games are always a good time for some, maybe not as much. Let me know down in the comments which game I might not have included on this list that you're very excited for that fits the scary genre. And chances are you really like virtual reality, that's why you've stuck to the end of this video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and without further ado, and as of always, I'm JizzleVR, and I will catch you in the next video.